Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tracy Bish and I'm an Independent Stampin' Up Demonstrator in Central Victoria, Australia. Hello and welcome to Sunday Facebook Challenge. This is a great one. It's a colour combo and I have a really awesome fun fold card for you as well. So the colour combo is Granny Apple Green, Balmy Blue, Pacific Point and Daffodil Delight. Let me show you the card that we're going to create today. It's probably not the colours you would normally associate with a Christmas wintry card, but hey, I really like it. We are not in winter here for Christmas, so I think anything goes. But I love this design. I think it's really cute. It is a sidestep card, so cute little fun fold. Opens up and you've got plenty of room to write. So let's get over to the craft table and we'll get started with this one. Who's ready for a very non-traditional Christmas card? Very summery colours, so it works perfectly with Australia. Although this stamp set probably doesn't. It's the Snow Wonder bundle from the mini catalogue, which, you know what, it's summer here, but I think there's always plenty of room for snowmen and all that for Christmas time. So we're using a few different things in our card here. I've got the Shimmer Sequins, which are in the mini catalogue as well, and I'm colouring my own ribbon, which I'll show you a little bit later on. So we have Pacific Point card base. This measures 5 7/8 by 8 1/4, and we're going to do a few little score lines here. So we're going to score on the 8 1/4 inch side at 1 inch, and then at the 2 inch mark we're going to just go from the top and bottom down 1 inch, and then our next score line is going to be at 5 1/4, and we're going to do the same thing. So down 1 inch and then up 1 inch. We're going to turn it to the 5 7/8, and we're going to bring our cutting blade in. We're going to cut from that second score line down the bottom up to the other score line. So we're going to cut a little slit on that side, and we're going to do the same thing. So put it at 1 inch, cut from that second score line up to the next score line. Then we're going to place it so that 1 inch score line's on the left hand side. Place it at 4 1/8, and we're going to score in between the two slits. So that is our center fold of the card. So let's do some folding and scoring on this. This card comes together really easily. We're folding in and out and in and out, and yeah, I think it's called a sidestep card. I've also heard it called a center pop-out card, so I'm not really sure of the real name for it, but I really like it. I think it's a great fun fold card to create. So this week's colour challenge is it's a colour challenge. It's Balmy Blue, Pacific Point, Granny Apple Green and Daffodil Delight. And I think we'll see plenty of fun summery cards in this challenge. So we're going to do all our quick inking and stamping. We're using the snowman, the trees and the snowflakes. So I'm stamping the Balmy Blue ink on Balmy Blue cardstock. These are for the side panels, using that snowflake stamp set. This is gorgeous. I love that little intricate background there. We're going to bring in the Pacific Point stamp set. We're going to stamp the sentiment. It says Christmas wishes and joyful greetings, which fits perfectly on that little sentiment strip. We're also going to bring the Balmy Blue snowflakes back in and just stamp them on either side, just creating all that in together. Then we can start moving on to our inside. I think we do. No. Yeah, let's do the inside first. So we're going to do the snowflakes on the top, and we're just going to do a little tree on the outside. You want to be able to leave plenty of room for a little catch up, a little note inside your card. We've got the Granny Apple Green for the trees, and I love how this stamps because it actually leaves the white space for snow. So very clever Stampin' Up. I love how they've done that. This is our little front piece for our card. I'm just stamping the trees in the background. The snowman's going to be sitting on top of the trees, so it's just the background that you have. I've got Pacific Point that I'm going to stamp the snowman down. We're going to do a little bit of paper piercing in this card, so I'm coming in with the Granny Apple Green and stamping out his hat. We're going to just use that die to cut the snowman out because the next one that we're stamping is in Daffodil Delight for his scarf. And I want to make sure that, because where we're stamping it, I want that snowman completely out of the road so we don't stamp over the top of him. So I'm just using that bottom bit of scrap for his scarf. Now you might want to leave your piece a little bit bigger of your basic white for your stamping, completely up to you. So we're just going to do some quick fussy cutting to fussy cut out the scarf as well as his hat. We're going to change up his hat just a little bit, and it's probably more of a girl because the hat's very girly. I'm going to bring in some stamping blends and use Real Red for the berries, and then bringing the Granny Apple Green in and just colouring in those leaves on the top of the holly and berries of the hat. So we're just going to glue them together on top. You could pop up if you would like a little bit of pop up. I don't think it needs it. I think it's just great. Just stamp straight down. Okay, so we're going to start layering all our pieces on a card. I'm using liquid adhesive for this, so just pop them all in place. Now if you're in need of any of the Stampin' Up supplies that I've used on today's card and you would like to place an order for anything else, you can do so in my online store. Use this month's hostess code and I'll not only send you a handmade card or project as well as a bundle tutorial. This bundle tutorial is packed full of wonderful projects and you'll get tons of inspiration. And I usually have something else as an added bonus as well, and I love to spoil my customers. So if you live in Australia and you were looking for a demonstrator, I would love to be able to help you out with that. Okay, so let me show you another technique. This is using our stamping blends to colour in our ribbon. Now I'm using the Whisper White crinkled seam binding ribbon, I think it's called. This is perfect for this technique. You can also use your stamping blends to colour in rhinestones and pearls, and I've used that throughout this month to show you that. The stamping blends are alcohol-based markers and they work perfectly for these techniques, and it's so easy to create your own embellishments and ribbons using these pens. So have a look at them. If you haven't used them before, they're really easy and basic for colouring in. You can get a little bit more technical if you like, but I like it. It's great for beginners as well. It doesn't make it hard. It's not Copic markers that, you know, you almost need 100 hours of colouring in to get the look. Stampin' Up have done an amazing job with our stamping blends. So I've just wrapped that around that centre fold and we're tying a little bow. And doesn't that look great? Just that little pop of yellow on the card as well. So I'm just going to tidy up those edges. And that looks fantastic. You could leave it like that, but let's bring in the Shimmer Sequins. These are also in the mini catalogue. They are beautiful. There is silvers and opaques. There's clear. There's lots of different ones. There's a few different sizes as well. I'm just grabbing them out with my Take My Pick tool. And if you're using sequins, I'll tell you what, this Take My Pick tool is great for them. It has many other great reasons to purchase it and to use it. But this is one reason to have it, and I've just used liquid adhesive to pop them down. This is a really great fun fold, and I hope that you'll give it a go. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you've enjoyed today's fun fold card. There is a clickable link to my blog post in the description of this video if you would like to get more information in the template. There is also clickable links to all the products that I've used on today's card. If you are in need of any other supplies, you can purchase them in my online store. Please use this month's hostess code and I have a wonderful customer program where you'll receive a handmade card or project each month, as well as a bundle tutorial, and sometimes I have a little bit of extra there as well. If you've enjoyed today's video, please give me a thumbs up, and I'd love it if you left me a comment. If you haven't hit subscribe, you could do that as well. And don't forget, we would love to have you come and join in this week's challenge. So come on over to my Facebook page and you can pop your project in the post comments of this post. All right, everyone, have a wonderful day and I'll see you all really soon. Bye-bye.